Hey, hi Fab.
Hey Liz. Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Really excited. First live that Fab and I have done jointly in a long time. I don't know why that is. We talk to each other a lot of the day when she's on her beach walks or I'm walking the dogs in the morning, and we do a lot of brainstorming and come up with the ideas, and we thought we need to start sharing these ideas a little bit more broadly than just with our team and between ourselves. So today, brought to you by both Tourism Tribe and Navi, you've got Fabi and myself, Fabi Wintle, co-founder with myself, Liz Ward of Tourism Tribe and Navi. And today, in this first mini digital discovery show, we're just going to spend about 10 minutes or so sharing with you some thoughts and ideas that really come out when we're doing coaching and running workshops. And it's around this concept of saving time through technology. And it's really interesting because nearly always, and I would say about 95% of the time, when you ask somebody in business about what digital means to them, their immediate thoughts go to marketing and communications. So their website, social media, maybe some customer service and engaging with people over an app potentially. But the thought of using it for things other than marketing and sales just isn't top of mind. But for us, there's no way we would even still be in business today if we didn't actually think of it as time saving and efficiency. So that's what we want to talk about today. We want you to ask questions via comments because we want to make sure that this brief conversation is really meaningful to you. So feel free to ask questions. But I might get you just to kick us off, Fab, just with some scene setting, because I know that, as I said, our business wouldn't be where it is today if you weren't the digital strategist that you are and you really think about productivity and time saving through digital technology. So do you just want to set the scene a little bit, what it looks like
I guess
for client for that?
the best way to look at it is, I don't know if you recall going to the circus as a kid, but there's always the people in the dark that change all the stages behind things. And that's what we're trying to do. Nowadays, as a small business, you have to be really efficient, obviously, understanding how to use Microsoft Word, Google Sheets, these are the very basic tools. But there's another set of tools that allow you to improve your business efficiencies. And since the arrival of computers and cloud-based systems, that means systems that are based online, there is no need to have one system that does everything in your business. It actually doesn't exist anymore. All these systems now can talk to one another. In the old days, or in the olden days, how my daughter says, you used to have to use programming like code, what is called API, to make one system talk to another. And imagine you paid a web developer to make your website inquiry form go to MailChimp, and then suddenly you wanted to add a field and you'd have to go back and pay your developer again to code it again. Well, since the advance of technology, there's now tools that allow you to do that yourself just as easily as you would create a Facebook post or update your website. So the first thing that's really important for a business to realize, and that's where small business owners that, are not Gen Y or we're not born with technology, don't actually realize that there is a possibility to improve their operations and their business using technology. Something that I see all the time on small businesses, and especially if you're like a small organization that you need, or like a window company that sells windows, and you have a form on your website, and it's a PDF form that the client has to print and then has to fill out and send it back to you. Nowadays, obviously, you shouldn't have a PDF form on the website. It should be an online form. But once this online form is submitted, you've got to use smart tools and system to make the results or the output of that form, the completed form, go to different departments or different salespeople, depending on what your customer needs. So understanding that you can do things much more efficiency and you don't have to pay people to do repetitive tasks is where it starts. And I always tell our team, if you're doing something twice on a computer, on a phone, something twice, always the same thing, 2-3 times, you need to tell me, because we can automate that administrative process. And that's where we're at. So today we really want to get you thinking about challenging yourself, your team, when you see them doing something on the computer that involves copy and paste from one system to another, that this can be automated with your free virtual assistant. Zapier is one of the tools, Integromat is another tool, and there's a gazillion tools that do that, mostly for free for small business. So you can free up that time of that person that does that to do something more meaningful. So like calling your client, calling your top client, seeing how they're going, and so on. How was that for an intro?
Yeah, no, that's great. And I
got
suppose
a few comments I'm checking.
That real dose of practicality to it is a lot of our systems and the way that our clients are able to use the services that we provide seamlessly. It's because of the tool Zapier that is actually moving data around and making the different systems talk to each other. So you and Julia, our digital engineer, live and breathe Zapier and putting it together. However, what you're going to show today is a sort of a single use of it as a starting point for a small business, tourism business, whatever business you are, that you've come up with an example just to demonstrate what that could look like, just to introduce people to it.
That's right. So I'm not going to bore you with all our systems, but please give me a buzz, because if you love systems, I love solving problems on how to be more productive. But what we see a lot of the time in a typical business, small business, tourism business, is the opportunity to actually continue the conversation with your past clients. And the best way to continue that conversation would be obviously calling them all one-on-one, which is often impossible. So what you might want to do is start with the odd email every now and then, depending on their needs. And to do that, you need to have your list of past customers connected to your system that sends email. So to do that, you need two things in digital format. You need your list of past customers, and if you've got them in a system that's on a computer, you can download it as a CSV, which is the common denominator of anything that you're going to automate. If you have it in a CSV, it's the easiest way to do things. So we're going to start by looking at, imagine you have a file with all your customer database, and then we're going to put these in your email marketing system of choice. So you need to have an email marketing system. You need to have a CRM, a customer relationship management system, anything that allows you to send an email. Obviously not Outlook, not Gmail, a system that is purpose-built to send bulk emails. So I want to take you through this scenario because it's very common, right? It's the lowest hanging fruit. It's the number one mistake that startups or people that decide that they're going to create their own business forget to do, is build that past list of customers. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you hopefully the right window, won't I? All right, so let me grab, this is the blog post that you can refer to with anything that I'm talking about. But if I take you through my example template, so hopefully we can see this nicely. Yes, we can. So if you want to send me a birthday present, this is my birthday, but no, imagine you have a CSV, Excel spreadsheet. This is a Google sheet. We do everything online in Google Sheets, so everyone can edit it at the same time. And this is just 5 people, actually. Well, I was testing this, so I'll delete this last person that's in there twice. This is my very tiny demo list of my past guests or my existing clients, whatever you want to call them. And I want to put these people into an email system. And in this example, I'm going to use MailerLite, which is a very simple email system that is free to use and does great bulk emails, and it's very, very, very easy to use. So if you know MailChimp, we tend to prefer to say start with MailerLite. It's much easier to get your head around. So what you need to have is obviously these people in a digital format. Now, if you've got them in a different system, try and find out how to download that CSV file and potentially put it in a Google Sheet. So then I've gone to Zapier, which is this tool that I was talking about. So I'm going to jump straight through a Zap. So it's a recipe where you connect a lot of different systems. So I've pre-prepared this recipe, but to get there is very simple. You might just have to watch a 5-minute video. So I've said, okay, I'm going to grab the data from Google Sheets. I could grab it from anywhere else. There's 4,600 connectors here. And what's going to happen is every time there is a new trigger, I've defined that trigger of being a new spreadsheet pro, something is going to happen. So this is where I've connected my Google Sheet. So what is going to happen? The top one is a trigger, right? And the next one is I'm going to create and update the subscriber and MailerLite. So this is where I connect my two different hoses together. And I say, you get someone from Google Sheet, you put it into MailerLite, and what do you want to do? Now, different systems have got different options. MailerLite has provided 3 options: either create or update a subscriber, unsubscribe them, or remove them from a group. So we're just going to take the very basic. I've connected my MailerLite account because I have my passwords handy and it's very easy to do. So what I've done in MailerLite is I said, for every person that comes to this new Google Sheet, I'm going to subscribe them to the group past guest, because you can see I've got past guest here. But we can set things up differently. But for this exercise, I'll just show you easily. So when you look at your MailerLite, you want to segment your past guest and send them a special, come back and rejoin us for a very special discount or value add on your next visit or next purchase. You can go straight to the past guest. This is called segmenting your database, and it is very, very important. And then I've passed as much information as I could. So I've matched the email to the email and so on. So you just go and select in the second step the field from the first step, which shows the Google Sheet. And I've also passed the birthday, because you may, especially in the tourism industry, you may want to send something special a month prior to the birthday. And then what you do is you test the action. And obviously you want to have MailerLite open there on the side, and it's telling me, great, we've just added Emma Smith to your MailerLite, and we've mapped all these fields. So what you have to do is very important. Julia and I will tell you that sometimes you don't want to forget to turn the Zap on. Otherwise your secretary, your virtual secretary, is gone on holidays and you didn't even know about it and nothing's happening. So you turn your Zap on and bam, this is it. It's working beautifully, and you set up your first Zap. So if you want to do this one, then you'll start creating brand new ones, and you're going to be amazed at the possibility. So as Liz was saying, you really need to set your mind around being able to improve productivity. Then do one, copy this example, for yourself, and find out if there is other ways that you could improve your business. And you'll be soon running a lot of different Zaps and seeing your efficiency improve heaps. So hopefully.
That was great, Fab. That was just a really good step through. And it's always good to see, I know, it's always good to go and do online training, read a blog post, but just getting it directly live from someone who works with it all the time, I think is really great, really meaningful.
And someone was asking, how do you spell MailerLite? It's Mailer, M-A-I-L-E-R-L-I-T-E. Just Google it, whatever way you want to spell it. They're optimized for every iteration of the spelling.
Yes. That's right, MailerLite. And yes, you will be able to watch this video again. It will be a video on our social channels, which is great. And you've got the blog post you can go to, which also includes instructions. So we know people.
And we've also got we've also actually developed a marketing automation package and business automation package as a product we sell. We don't take many clients because it does take a while to set it up. But if that's something you're considering or need help with anything automation related or Kickstart, you can look at purchasing that package or even an hour of coaching.
Great. I think that was a great taster. That's really good. And we will, on our next beach walk or walking the dogs, plan the next session, a short, sharp session like this, just picking a short, focused topic at a time to share those thoughts and to get your comments and questions. So we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thanks. Bye, Liz.
See you, Fab.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.